Literally today in my stream, so many people asking, do you think they're going to delay the Shadowlands? My obvious response was, no. They haven't delayed an expansion since the Burning Crusade.
Everybody was wrong except me. That's easy, dude. That's crazy how I was just right.
Regardless of how busted ass it was. So why would they change now? They did. We're not getting the expansion till sometime later this year. At least we know the pre-patch date. But let's talk about why this has happened.
Okay.
Let's address the first thing. The people who are really upset about this. I get it. I totally get it. I was a player long before I was a content creator for World of Warcraft. I have booked time off work in order to play World of Warcraft at a new expansion. I don't care what you think about me doing that because it was my favorite hobby and I wanted to vacation.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was having
I did the same thing.
And then Blizzard changed things. They moved dates after I'd booked time off because I had to book.
There's actually a day, sorry, I don't mean to pause, right? Taking time off of work. I remember the day before Mists of Pandaria came out, I had a job interview, and the job interview was probably the worst interview I ever did in my whole life. And I remember I couldn't figure out how to open the door to leave the interview. And they didn't call me back. And I was so happy because that meant I'd be able to play Mists of Pandaria constantly and I wouldn't have to worry about the job. So yeah, I can relate.
In advance. And fuck me, right? Yeah, pretty much. Fuck me. And I've been in that position. And it sucks and it's horrible. Yeah. I also want to address the short notice of this happening. And that's kind of the crux of this video.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people are saying to me, and I've literally just got out of bed to come and make this. And I can see on Twitter a lot of fallout, which is, it's not the fact that they've delayed it. I'm fine with that. It's just the fact that it's so short notice. It's so unprofessional.
Yeah.
You're
can
right.
understand that.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Because it's been clear to some of us that it should have been delayed a long time ago.
True.
But
so true.
We've had our trust in Blizzard eroded quite heavily.
So
the last time they delayed an expansion was the Burning Crusade.
There it is.
And it's been a long road for Blizzard to go from the company that used to say as their motto, it's ready when it's ready, to the Blizzard we have today.
So true.
We've become more and more accustomed to them releasing broken, half-finished products.
True.
And it's sad because we love Blizzard. But we're still customers.
This video is so true. Like, yeah, 100%. This is the truest video I've ever heard. Like, obviously, like what Preach is saying. I know I'm memeing, right? But like, I mean, what he's saying is completely accurate. I totally agree with everything he's saying.
We're still customers, and we're getting used to buying broken, buggy content.
That's good,
which we would never expect or allow from any other game.
No,
if I purchased the brand new, latest and greatest EA game, Ubisoft game, whatever it might be, and it was broken and buggy, I'd just refund it and get on with my life and I'd never touch it again. But we give Blizzard that benefit of the doubt still, after all our faith has been shaken so many times. We still do it. Why? We love this game. We want it to be the best. All of us. Every single person watching this right now.
Yes.
So why the short notice? Why didn't they delay it months ago when people like me were saying, this isn't working? Just 2 weeks ago, I put out a video saying, look, Blizz, we're not hammering you on this because you've been so good to us during BFA. During the Shadowlands, not during BFA, during the Shadowlands Alpha and Beta, you've been super good to us. And I was impressed that my community of content creators were also being pretty good to Blizzard. Despite the fact, and as I said in that video, we can see the train heading for the wall. We can see the missile coming into land that's going to destroy it.
It's like, you know, whenever you see like a kid or something like that, and he's doing something really stupid, and you know what's going to happen. You know, he's got the fork, he's right next to the outlet. It's like, whoop, 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 whoop. It's like you just waiting for it to happen. You waiting for him to get the fork and the outlet. And like, it's going to fucking happen. That's it.
Still weren't shouting and raving because we were still giving them the benefit of the doubt. Not to the extent, at least in my case, that I thought they'd delay the game. But still that they were working so hard and they were updating things so frequently that they thought they'd have a chance. So why now? Why now? Today was supposed to be pre-patch. It was. I had information it was supposed to be, and you might have noticed certain systems in the game, in BFA, like rep systems, finished today. Because it was supposed to be pre-patch. Where was it? No word, no comment, a Twitter post that was made and then deleted.
It'll be ready soon. Oh wait, delete it. Oh no, we can't say that because we're memeing and people are actually mad now. Yeah, I bet.
What's going on?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I can tell you what I think's going on. Why it's so short notice, and maybe this will help you guys who are a little angry at Blizzard for making this decision, because you shouldn't be fighting them for this. And I want you to support them on this. And I understand if you don't.
Yeah.
But this is a big deal.
Yeah.
They haven't done this in over a decade because it was bad. It was really bad. Let me explain. Blizzard's struggling with a couple of bosses in Castle Nathria. I have no doubt when they were sat around the boardroom or when they were doing their creative pitch meeting, the idea for these bosses sounded awesome. Like Spine of Deathwing. Sounds awesome. We're riding the back of the dragon, he's going to tilt and try to throw us off, and then we play it and it sucks.
Yes. Ooh, that's not too good.
Well, the Kael'thas healer fight didn't really work. In fact, the DPS has dealt with it, and the healers felt bad, and that's not what Blizzard wanted, and it wasn't working. So they had to change it. It still didn't work. They had to change it again. In fact, it's been through like 4 or 5 variations. Same with the Council of Blood fight. A big ballroom. Got to get the players to do this big coordinated dance. It's going to be awesome.
That is really big.
And then in game, it just wasn't. Very negative feedback across the board. So they've been trying to work on it and work on it and work on it. But it's
that's like the way that you can define the whole expansion now is like something, dude, it sounded so cool. Man, that sounded so cool. Now, that didn't work, right? But dude, it sounded really, really cool. I feel like that's how it is.
Months now since the beta came out.
WAD sounded cool.
And what's happening is most people have tested everything to death. Besides little tweaks that Blizzard does every sort of reset, they've tested everything. They've tested Mythic Plus up till the 20 plus mark. They've done days and days and weeks of runs and runs. They've maximized characters. They've rebuilt their characters. They've had 4 characters, 5 characters. They've been doing this for months. I've been playing the alpha since the day it started. In fact, the day before it started, because I got access to a private realm to test stuff. And we've been out there doing this for months and months and months and months and months. So now the game's coming out, people start chilling out a bit.
Yeah.
Because they've tested as much as they can test. Blizzard starts turning things off. Raid testing has been all done, besides these couple of little problems. Mythic Plus vendors get
several other features that need attention. Chromie, time leveling, scaling via the old expansions. Conduits freezing and locking on characters. Conduits not functioning at all. Soulbind gears scaling. Torghast, various bugs. Non-functioning talents and baseline spells. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this sounds like a game that needs to be delayed. Split leveling path not functioning in various zones. Definitely more that didn't fall into our personal testing. Yeah, not functioning, It's like you really read this, right? And like it's just a bulleted list, but like what is this really? Talents don't work, spells don't work, the abilities don't scale, leveling doesn't work, conduits are broken. Like this is really bad. And like nothing, this is big bad.
Deactivated. That says Blizzard has the information they need.
Yeah.
And then we're so pessimistic that we go, it's completely busted, but they're turning this stuff off on us.
Yeah.
So they must know what they're doing, or it's just going to launch in a shit show, which is how we mostly felt. Oh, it's going to launch completely broken and busted. Same old Blizzard story. However, why now? Why this short notice? They still couldn't get these 2 fights right.
Well, here's in my opinion, here's why. It's like everybody's saying it. Like everybody's saying it. Everybody knows it. It's like at a certain point, it's fucking obvious to anybody that's paying attention that this is fucked. Like it's one thing if there's like, there's a few Mythic Raiders. Blizzard, you're not doing it the way we want you to. You know, and like, who gives a fuck? But if you have fucking everybody that's upset about this, it's a completely different universe than if you have like, you know, a handful of people that are a very small minority that are angry. Shadowlands will be the next WAD. It's not going to be the next WAD, man.
Oh, they put them back up for testing. Weirdly.
Yeah.
Pre-patches coming, games coming out in a month, you're still raid testing?
Yeah.
Odd.
Odd.
But not unheard of. But okay. Now at this point, most of the guilds have stopped raid testing as well. Why? They've seen the fight 4 or 5 times.
They know
There's
what it is.
nothing new to play within the game.
Exactly.
If it's a strategy we want, we can watch a Fat Boss guide. Fat Boss TV, by the way. And they then decide we're not going to test. So very few guilds show up to raid testing at this late stage of the Shadowlands because they're just tweaking the fight a little bit. But some of us do, including our guild. What do we see? This is only a few days ago.
See, I thought that if we made it seem like the community sentiment was that if the game got delayed, players would be okay with it, that Blizzard would then make the right decision. That was like my thinking, that if there was enough people out there in the community giving them positive feedback around the idea of a delay, then they would do the delay. But I was worried that if we didn't do that and nobody said anything good about it, then it would get worse. So that's what that was my thinking. That's why I was so positive about it, is because I thought that they were kind of making the decision partially based off of community perception.
Uh-oh. Some classes that are maximized.
Wait, where's
now,
Warrior?
I want to be clear on this.
What the fuck?
These aren't people who don't know how to play. These are world first graders. Maximizing their characters to their full potential using all the new gimmicks and toys that Blizzard's provided. What do we find? Some classes are doing like half the damage of other classes. And I know you can read on the forums about people who don't care about balance, or the evil, nasty 1%ers want everything to be balanced within a micron of each other, and you want to use spreadsheets. No, you stupid fucking asshole. No.
Thank you, Preach. Yes, stupid fucking idiots. Like, they have no idea what they're talking about. Is the asshole? Well, yeah, I mean, he's got kids now, right? He's got to set a good example. But we all know what he was trying to say. They're fucking morons, okay? Like, you go and you look at these people, the reason why they don't want balance is because if you go look at their Warcraft logs, they've only parsed in the grays. And they actually kind of try. They just suck at the game.
That's never going to be the case, and we don't want classes to be completely boring. But I don't want to do half the damage of the other guy.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, and that's what's actually happening. And you can sit there smugly bitching about 1%ers and people who are theory crafting and all this, but these are the numbers the guys are actually showing in the game.
Uh-huh.
Now, you might think to yourself then, oh, so it's just a case of tweaking these tuning knobs. No. Because if you watched our Soulbinds video last week, it ain't that easy. Because they're locked for every single class and spec. That tuning knob that Blizzard made tunes 36 specs at once.
Yep.
Doesn't work. Not that easy anymore. They've made it complicated for themselves. Now, you're right to say, yeah, you wondered about this.
That's my favorite part, is that they've created this problem completely on their own. It's not like anybody has asked them, like, hey, Blizzard, we really want you to be able to do these things. We want you to add in all these unnecessary systems that complicate the game. Nobody's been asking for this. Nobody is like, oh, yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. No, this is something that they've kind of, discerned and divined from the community, that this is how they want to solve problems. And it sounds cool, right? All these systems sound cool. But it's like, I think what Preach is saying is, like, they're spending all of their time, like, micromanaging these systems. It's like hiring an employee that just constantly fucks up. If you're a manager, you understand. Like, it's like if you're a guild leader, right? Like, you know, like, there's like that one guy. You don't want to recruit certain people into the guild because you know they will just cause problems. Like, they will just have problem after problem after problem, and there's going to be something stupid happening, and then they're upset about something. And it's like, there's like, I remember whenever I was I'm the guild leader now, right? But I was like actually the guild leader back then, right? And I would deal with these people. There was like 4 people in the guild that I would spend 90% of my time dealing with. And if you just remove those people, problems go away. And this is the same thing with Blizzard. Is that they're creating these problems by inviting these problem systems into the game. It's annoying.
Or any of that nonsense. We know, they know, but so, that's the position, that's the hole they've done for themselves. We also discover, when we break down, why is all this damage coming from? Why are these numbers all over the place? Some of them are just Covenant spells. Some people's classes, 40% of their damage is just their Covenant ability.
Oh.
You know these things that people are arguing about? Oh, you want them to all be like this so they're all even. And
oh my god. That's worse than gushing wounds. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, dude. People say it already got nerfed? This one did, but what about the other ones that are fucked up?
No, they're like this. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
They're a mess.
What about whenever a
And the
trinket
problem
comes out
is,
that
if you
makes it
just
really
go and
good?
nerf that, the whole spec dies instantly, and you have to start again.
Yep.
The game's busted. Some classes have talents that have not worked since Alpha.
It's good.
I'm not exaggerating. Go and ask the Warriors about Massacre. Day 1 of Alpha, Massacre's not working. They still haven't managed to get it working.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I had no idea. Like, I just did Torghast a few times, that was it. I just ran around. Yeah, I didn't. It's not working? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I don't even know, man.
The game is broken.
Yeah, something like that.
And last week, I think it lit a fire under their ass when they saw that this needs a lot more work.
Yeah.
Because we can't just say, like they did this week, they just crushed a lot of the Covenant spells. Flat out. Raid testing, next patch, 88% nerf, 66% nerf, 200% nerf. Just smashed them to pieces. And that's why this is happening.
Oh my
and now
god.
what needs to happen, people need to test them again.
200% nerf. Maybe it is gonna be January. Yeah, maybe it will be maybe it will be, sitting a lot of time, stop nerfing. No, you have to nerf some stuff, man. It's not that you can't play it like Diablo, dude, where they just buff everything over and over and over. Like, you can't do that. Oh my god, dude. January 2022. 2022? No, I'm talking about in like a month or two, man. What the 2022?
Because what you can't do is go, well, if we just nerf the rogue bone
man.
spike by like 100%,
Yeah.
is it still going to be fine? Don't know. But raid testing's finished. People aren't running as many dungeons anymore. Now we need more people. So what else do we do? We send out a massive beta invite of fresh blood to get in there.
That's good.
Because our current testers have been testing for months and months and months. And they're obviously not going to be testing as much anymore. So we need fresh blood. So they're doing the right thing. It sucks at short notice, but believe me, there is a reason our vault has 37 videos in it. That I could release, get a ton of views, be big Mr. Smiles, Preach said this class is good, Preach said that class is good. All the stuff that a lot of you want me to do.
See, that's one of the things that I think a lot of these, like, people that you always have, like, these people that they assume something really stupid because they think that assuming something really dumb that's like a contrarian point of view means that they have some sort of like fucking higher level of insight. They're like, oh, well, you're just making bad videos to get clicks. You're just saying bad things to get clicks. Listen, if somebody's saying that the game's really good, like, that's not the way that the YouTube algorithm works. Like, if you say positive things about the game or negative things about the game, people watch the video based off of how good the video is. That's really what, or how appealing it is to them. Some people think that, like, oh, negative videos get more attention than positive ones. I don't know, man. It's just very silly. They're contrarian. Yeah, exactly.
And yet for weeks I've sat here saying no, because there is no way this goes live like this.
Yeah.
And if you look at our Soulbinds video, we're like, it's definitely getting screwed. There's no way this goes live. Yeah, he's been like that, in the case of Bonesmith, for months and months, and they haven't got round to fixing it yet, because they're working on so many different things. It does suck at short notice. I get it. And it sucks for the people who book time off work, but don't hate on them for this. It's the good decision. It's for better for everybody. Yep. If you would honestly prefer a completely busted game, then fair play, but I ain't going to sit on that side of the fence with you.
Nope.
I'm not.
Nope.
And it's not just because I can play whenever I want. It's not the case. I don't want any of the games that I'm really looking forward to, whether it be World of Warcraft, Cyberpunk, or whatever, to come out and just be a broken mess.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to suck.
Because we've all done it at some point. If you played a brand new game on launch, I guarantee you at some point you've turned it on and it just doesn't work. It crashes. Graphics card drivers aren't done. All kinds of issues that just stop you playing. You just sit there like, well, this is a piece of shit.
So, for me, it was PUBG. Like, PUBG was that game. It was actually, like, you guys probably didn't play it back in 2006, but it was actually, it was such a bad game. Like, I don't even think that I can explain how bad it was. Like, you would shoot somebody through a 2016, I mean, the 2016. And so you would shoot somebody through a fucking wall. You would get shot through a fucking wall. Your character would lag around. It's like you were playing a character whose bones were made out of molasses. It's like you would have the same acceleration, and it's like you were driving a car, but you were a person. That's the way it felt like whenever you were playing and running around in that game. It was such a terrible fucking game that it was just incredible. Like, I'm trying to remember some of the other really bad bugs, but those are the ones that I can remember. It's still like that? Yeah, it might be, right? Tank controls, awesome. Yeah, PUBG 2017, it was a long time ago, right? But whenever it came out, I played it. And first beta was 2017. Okay, sure. But regardless, the game was a complete disaster. And this is like, it hurt the game a lot too. Like, Fortnite was really popular. I think Fortnite got really popular just because people wanted to be able to play a working VR. Like, and PUBG just wasn't there.
And in most cases, if it wasn't World of Warcraft, you would return it.
Yeah.
This is a big move for Blizzard. They haven't done this in over a decade, and I really hope you don't hate on them too much. And
yeah,
I hope you
agree.
understand why it was last minute. I really genuinely think that last week's testing just went... It was so far away.
Yep.
It was so far away. All right. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I feel about it too. I've seen only positive reactions to the delay. Well, there are some people who are negative about it, right? And I think that they're just not happy that the expansion isn't coming out earlier, right? And I get that, but it's just not a good decision for it to happen. That's really what it is. Ashes of Creation before Shadowlands? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, people are never happy. That's the thing, is you can never make everybody happy. That's what it really comes down to.